We're in Samorin at the Challenge Championship the day before the race, and we're going to go and ask the pros what their training looks like the day before a race, what they eat the night before, and if they have any superstitions or any rituals. What's your pre-race dinner? Do you have a certain meal that you always have before a race?
Yeah, it's usually pizza or pasta. High carbs, not too much, and yeah, that usually fills me for enough.
And what do you have what's your favourite pasta dish or your favourite pizza? What would your choice be?
Typically I keep it quite plain, like spaghetti bolognese or just margarita, yeah. Just a margarita pizza or spaghetti bolognese.
What's your pre-race meal? What do you have in the evening?
Pre-race meal, so that'll be tonight. I will go for probably chicken and rice if I can get hold of it. But yeah, again, I'm pretty flexible as long as pizza, I love pizza before. As long as it's got some good carbs in, then yeah, I'll eat it.
So my go-to, something like spaghetti carbonara or just pizza. I normally pile on loads of carbs, so yeah, just carbing up. Simple sort of beige food, nothing exciting.
Yeah.
So.
I usually try and go for rice and chicken. They're pretty easy to find all over the world. You know, it sits in the stomach well, easily digestible carbohydrate, a bit of protein. That's my go-to, yep.
What would you have the night before a race, food-wise?
Something simple, you know, you don't want any red meat, you don't want too many vegetables, you just want some pasta, some chicken and tomato soup.
Nice and easy.
Traditionally, I have my family secret recipe pasta,
Oh.
but we don't have the cooking space here.
Can you
so
give
I'll
us any idea what might be in that?
You'd have to ask my wife, she's the one who makes it usually, but tonight there's like an Asian restaurant here, we'll have some sort of noodle dish, but mainly just noodles.
Not too much spice with the Asian dish.
No spice whatsoever, just plain noodles.
I probably, like most triathletes, something pretty simple, rice and chicken or rice and salmon. I try and stay away from too much fibre, so I do normally love fruit and vegetables, but yeah, I don't have much of that the night before.
Once you've had your supper, what's your sort of evening routine? Do you have any superstitions? Is there anything you need to check? Anything you need to do specifically the night before the race?
I usually just kind of go through the 3 sports and check I've got everything. You know, I do my cap and my goggles and I kind of play it out and make sure I got everything. And then, yeah, usually settle down, watch a movie and read a book to help me fall asleep. You know, you're waking up so early, you're trying to go to bed at 8:30, but your body's not used to going to bed at 8:30, so you got to try and relax. But yeah, usually the night before it's a little bit jittery and nervous, so yeah, you just try and do what you can to mentally shut off and yeah.
Now I have a mental image of you like doing fancy dress through all of your outfits, of like practicing your swim in your wetsuit in your room and then sort of jumping on your imaginary bike, and is that what it's like?
Yeah, well I don't actually put them on, but yeah, I pretend I'm putting my cap on and my goggles and I pretend I'm riding, but taking a drink and things, but yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. And yeah, people that see me do it always laugh at me, but it helps me remember, so yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah, normally I listen to a few of my favourite songs, maybe watch something on Netflix, and yeah, just put my legs up. I like to elevate my legs for some reason.
What sort of music do you listen to the night before?
So something, I try to do something a little bit more relaxed, so yeah, I have a morning playlist and then my evening one will be really chilled out, like something like Enigma.
I like to have everything laid out and ready to go for the next morning, and typically I paint my fingernails and my toenails before I go racing, and yeah.
What colour? Let me guess.
Guess.
Are they always pink?
Yeah.
Different shades
always
of pink?
pink with the 4th one gold.
Oh, are they done yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay, we won't look closely.
No.
I always drink a Corona the night before the race, yeah. Just, you know, it makes me relax, and it's just like the kind of ritual that I do before my races.
Shave my legs if I haven't done it before. Most often I do it the night before racing.
I mean, I try and stick to just sort of what I'd normally do at home. Watch television, probably eat a little bit of chocolate. I don't know, maybe if I'm in a place where I've been a little bit bored for a while, I'll go online shopping, but I'm trying not to shop this year, so won't do that this time.
Yeah, I usually do a double check over all my equipment, you know, if anything pops into my brain, like, oh, I'll just double check it, that kind of thing. On my Kindle, I have some little like excerpts from sports psychology books and stuff that I like, that help me focus on like the important things about the race that I might review. And then just trying to get sleepy, so I usually turn the lights low and just relax. And
normally I just sort of go over all my kit, go for a little checklist, make sure I've packed everything, don't want to forget that, like my running trainers or something silly like that, and then normally pretty boring, just an early night and get ready for the race.
Do you have any like rituals, any superstitions, anything you do like the night
No,
before?
I mean, if anything, I really try and do everything 2 nights before that needs to get done, and so that the night before I can just sit, listen to some calming music, start to get myself in the zone, go into battle zone, and yeah, I hate to have any stress. So the races where I have things to do are bad. So yeah, tonight I've gotten everything done already pretty much. So it'll just be chilling out and listening to some relaxing music.
Nice. And what training do you do? What's your day look like a day before a race?
Yeah, so before the race it's a little bit more like 2 days before. So 2 days before for me is the relaxing day, and day before I do a little bit longer ride, like 1.5 hours, and do some 1 minute intervals. Just get legs a little bit pumped up for the race, and then just easy swim, easy run, and a little bit like gym exercises. Just tune up the muscles for the event.
That sounds a busy day.
Yeah, it's quite a busy day, but that's how it works for me, because I like to be a little bit tired, but like coming fresh, a little bit tired, and then on the event I feel perfect.
What's your training like on the day before a race? What do you do?
So the day before the race, I'll do hopefully a little bit of everything. Sometimes I don't run, depends on the race and the course, but yeah, it'll be more short, kind of fire up stuff, activation work, and then just relax.
And what are your 3, when you do all 3 sports, what's the session, what do you do in each one?
So the run could be something really easy, like a shakeout jog. The bike, if I've done pickups the day before, I won't. If I do, we kind of keep a variety in it. There'll be definitely pickups in one of them. Swim pickups, maybe something like 850s, like 25 of it hard. Yeah, nothing max, nothing kind of staggering.
So the day before a race, what training do you tend to do?
Yeah, so today I did a short little turbo. I actually have brought my turbo with me, which is really cool. It's that little compact one, set that up on the decking area. So I was doing a 30-minute turbo out there with just some sharpening up stuff. It was hotter than Kona on that turbo on the decking though, so I was like, maybe I'll come here to train. So yeah, that was pretty good. Just sort of 35 minutes sharpening up, and then a little swim just to loosen off, and yeah, I'm good to go. Just resting now.
You don't run on the day before a race?
No, so I ran yesterday, and then I'll leave my run legs. Hopefully they'll be ready for Sunday.
Yeah, the final day I usually have a swim and a bike. I might do them in that order. It doesn't. I'm not too picky about it. Sort of depending what other commitments you have and how you have to check the bike in and whatever. I think being flexible allows you to not be too stressed about how the day goes. Yeah, so just a little swim and a little bike, and make sure the equipment is rolling. I do my last run like I did it today, and yeah.
And I mean, our viewers are probably really interested to know. You say a little swim, a little bike. Can you give us any more detail on it without giving too much away? But like, what you actually do, what your swim session and bike session might look like?
Yeah, the bike is like 30 to 60 minutes. So sometimes it's just you go as long as you need to start feeling good, with a couple little efforts. I sort of get to a point where like, yeah, I'm good, and so I have that range of time. And the swim, yeah, it's like 2 to 3K. Again, just some pickups, some stuff that you do on a routine that like, oh, okay, I feel good, but also not trying to put too much judgment on it, because if you start going like, oh, I felt like this, therefore the race is going to go like, you go, you get the work done, and then just focus on the next day.
Yeah, I mean, I still swim quite a bit. Well, not so much today, but this whole week I'm at 23 kilometers as of Saturday. Today was just a race simulation set, 100 at takeout speed to 200 cruise, 3 rounds of it every time, putting my head into the gun going. And then just a 20-minute bike, put all my race stuff on, take it for a little cruise just to be sure everything's working properly, and then a 5K run with a couple little pickups just to get that groove in. Otherwise, pretty chill training day.
It's really very similar for every race I do. I do sort of a 40 to a 60-minute spin, a short swim, maybe a kilometre, with a few pickups in there, and a sort of a 20-minute jog in the afternoon. So it really doesn't change.
Pretty simple. I try and get in a light swim, and usually on the bike. That's the one day of the week that I have always taken off running. I don't worry about getting out for a run the day before the race. Just a quick, easy bike and a quick, easy swim, and loosen up a few little hard efforts in there just to keep things moving, but nothing crazy.
And do you spread them out, or do you do them in a particular order?
Again, it really depends on the day. I mean, sometimes you have bike check-in at a certain time, so maybe do one in the morning and one after bike check-in. Yeah, it really varies by event. So if I can get them done in the morning, that's great, and just have the rest of the day to take care of what needs to be done.
Yeah, I'll just do 30 minutes of each discipline. Pretty much just a lot of resting, a little bit of training, just to feel good and spark the body up for the next day.
And do you do them in a continuous order, or do you separate those 3 training sessions?
It depends how late I get up. If I sleep in, I'll probably get everything out at the same time. If I'm up early, I'll swim first and then run later in the day.
Just an easy spin on the bike, maybe a little splash. It also depends what I feel like, It's really important for me as well to just listen to the body, and do I want to train or do I don't want to train, yeah.
Well, the day before race is not training, it's more like preparation.
Yeah.
I did a morning run with some short sprints, and now just in the pool a little bit to feel the water and get in touch with the water, and also to do some very small efforts. In total it was 1K, so
that's my sort of session.
Don't call it a training, but it's very good to keep the body moving.
Yeah.
And this afternoon I will go to the bike, do a final bike test and also leg test. And that's also a mental thing. When you know you are doing always the same and you hit your numbers, then you feel good for the competition.
Well, there were no surprises that a lot of pasta and rice gets consumed the night before the race, but a few other interesting insights into how the pros actually prepare. And if you want to get all of our videos from GTN, hit the globe to subscribe. And if you want our video that we made on tips of how to prepare for your next race, that's just here. And if you want to see a comparison between wetsuit swimming versus non-wetsuit swimming, you can catch that here.